I'll be right back, people. I'm making myself a coffee, so hang in there. Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, sin first, yeah. A1's LOL, yeah. Yeah. Hey, how's it going, RD? Yeah, A1's, what's up, man? Yeah. How's it going, RD? I'm all right, you know. Right before I clicked on here, PK had gotten in touch with my son. I don't use a cell phone. My brother is in prison and not eligible for parole until 2039 because of a cell phone. It's pretty much like a LoJack in your back pocket. Well, I mean, he allegedly committed a crime, put him there, but I don't fuck with phones like that. My son had told me, get in touch with PK, that Dover had passed away. And, yeah, it appears that Dover had passed away. So I'm a little under the weather. I've known Dover since I was 14 years old, 15 years old. I've known Dover for like 50 years. I've known Dover a long time. I might even know him longer than I've known D3, Sammy. Yeah, I've known him a long time. Dover, when I first met him was with the Bondys. Matt Bondy, Jessica Bondy, Joe Bondy, and Rum Scene. Michael Anthony Stone. No, that was later on. Anyway, around the late 50s, early 60s, that neighborhood, when my mother's house was on 62nd. But those guys there, Larry Footer, yeah, I met them all very young. Larry Footer was later on through Rum Scene. But I've known Dover, yeah. Just put it this way, Dover used to live in Alexander's. You remember the department store? This is before he even moved up to Harlem. Everyone think he a Harlem dude. But who remembers Alexander's on 59th Street and 3rd Avenue? Dover lived inside that department store. I am not shitting you. Dover, his mother, and his father lived inside that building. They lived inside Alexander's, the department store. His father was like the custodian there. And then after his mother and father had gotten divorced, they moved up to Harlem. That's when you started hanging out with like Joves and Acer and Aver and the TDO and all that, Spawn and stuff like that. But yeah, I've known him since he used to live in Alexander's. Since like the 70s, you know. And I'm just thinking back, wow. Life, man. And I mean, he was just here. Like my son was telling me last week, the week before, maybe 2 weeks ago. Yeah, right around my son's birthday, like April 21st, around then. Yeah, he was just here. I was hanging out with him in front of the building. He was going to do a video. He's going to do podcasting here. That's crazy. Yeah, rest in peace, Dover, man. Real street kid, man. I'll tell you, that dude was in there. He was in that shit like that, man. Yeah, I swear, right up the block from me. There's a doorman building with a doorman. It was raining out. One of the guys with the electric bicycle, the electric bikes, pull up to the building with the doorman. So tell the doorman, can you just watch my bike? I'm just going to run in for 1 minute and I'm going to deliver food and come back down. This is like before Uber Eats and all that shit. This is when restaurants would actually send people out to deliver food. So, he walked up, he started yelling and cursing at the doorman. So what the fuck? He's not supposed to leave this out here like that. You tell him I'm taking it back to the fucking store and he's fired. And Dover hopped on that shit and took off. And the doorman was like, Dover just hopped on. He yelled at the doorman like, what the fuck? Why is this bike not locked up? He's supposed to lock this fucking thing up. You tell him he's fired. Tell him to come back. I'm taking this bike back to the store. And I swear, Dover hopped on that shit as sure as heart could be, right in front of my fucking eyes. I was walking my dog. I was like, you go, boy. You go, boy. Yeah, the fucking doorman was almost apologetic. Like, I'm so sorry. That. Dover hopped on that shit and took off, man. That's a fucking criminal, straight up, man. Yeah, we go back, man, way back. I go back before that dude even wrote Dover. Yeah. I actually remember when I was starting Dover. I'd be doing whole cars down in Tishman. Me, Lace, KK, John, shit like that, fucking around. He'd be sitting on the catwalk and shit. Yeah, I remember way back, man. Definitely, man, that dude was a pisser, Some of the crimes I did with him, man. Shit, even right over here in these same buildings with Michael Anthony Stone, man. I'll get into that shit, but they call him up one day. I talked about this in one of my last, and that's what we were going to do the podcast about. But I actually talked about this early on in my videos. But Dover, D3, he could get on. Maybe I should wait till Sammy's on here. We could re-collaborate it. But like someone, I don't want to blow it up at the buildings I'm in now, but on the other side, they're like, Dover, I got this rug. I'm trying to throw it out. There's a big dumpster down the block. Help me throw it out and shit. Michael Anthony Stone. He went to prison. He got out and everything. He's living in Spain or some shit now. So, best of my knowledge, yeah, he's in Spain. Opened up a restaurant and everything, this guy. Yeah. So he told Dover, he's like, he's like, yeah, help me down the stairs with this rug. Right? So he's carrying this rug. And they're throwing it in a fucking dumpster. I swear to God. And as they're throwing it in the fucking dumpster, a cop car just happens to be going around the fucking corner like a woman's leg or her fucking arm falls out the fucking thing. I swear, poor Dover locked the fuck up, man. He kept his mouth shut, man. Disposing of a body, it's not that bad of a crime. Like, I don't know the whole ins and outs of the whole story, but yeah, man. After that, he was like, fuck these dudes. And he started hanging out with J.A. and shit like that, man. That's when he got mad at us and he started hanging out with J.A. Yeah, you got to admit, man, Dover has a fucking career, bro. He was putting it in with us way back, man. Then he jumped over there with J.A. and them for a while. Yeah, then he jumped around with Papa and them going off Era and shit like that. Yeah. Fucking Joves, Acer, Air, Spoon, all them dudes, man. Yeah, Dover been around, man. I got a lot of fucking dudes, man. Man, I'm blown away by that shit. He's younger than me, Definitely sad, man. Definitely sad. I could sit here fucking telling you stories about crazy Dover and me, man. And even when we did the abandoned station, it's still there. It's like a memorial for the guy now. But 18th Street. It's between 14th Street and 23rd Street, Union Square. And we were doing that fucking thing. Yo, like I was outlining his thing, sketching it out, while he was painting mine. Lace was all the way down at the other end. So abandoned station. Lace is literally like at the other end of the station. Like when we go, we go. Like we took out the whole fucking station, the whole abandoned station. There's no room, there's no walls worth getting after we went in there. It was took the whole fucking station out and bounced. Well, I'll tell you, by the time I'm like, oh, that, Dove already got my shit filled in. I'm like, cool. So I go over, I go outline mine, I go back over to him, he's got his shit filled in, right? And then all of a sudden, like workers, like work bums, track bums, they wear the vest, they got the light, and they can walk. And they're all the way over there near Andrew, but Andrew don't see them, you know? So I'm like, Andrew like painting and shit. And normally he's squirrely. Andrew never gets comfortable. Andrew is lace. He's always squirrely, man, lace. Always on point. He'll see shit before anyone, but he just was in the zone, man, filling this shit in this shit. It's like finally I take like a screw, wing it. I go bang, 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 bang. He don't even move. I'm like, what's it do? Wearing no fucking headphones or something? So like I take a bottle, like a Snapple bottle or a Yoo-Hoo bottle, I wing it down and it turns around, he's riffing, like, yo, what the fuck, man? He thinks we're goofing around or something. I'm like, yo, look, right there, work. That point, they're literally like 10 feet away from him, 15 feet away. But he's up on the station, they're on the tracks. I myself could see the guy like nothing. He was like a big Indian dude, like a big belly. He looked like of Indian descent, like Indian from India. Yeah, and the other dude was black. They were like, yo, like, like, what the fuck? So Lace looks at them and says, oh shit. Actually picks up his paint, and bounces. And his shirt was left there. So, yeah. By the time all this happens, I turn around, Dover's gone. I don't see Dover nowhere. He ran out of there like a bat out of hell. So I wait, I run up a little bit. I look at them. They literally just climb up. They sit on buckets. And it looks like they start eating sandwiches or something, these workers. Me and Andrew get out, we pop out, bump into Dover up in the street somewhere, something like that. So Dover, him and Dover's like, yo, we're going back in there. I'm like, I'm going home. Like I had enough. But yeah, they went back in there and finished their shit. Me, I had to, I went back and I finished mine on Halloween. I waited a couple more days and I finished mine on Halloween. And then PK went in after that. Yeah. PK went in around Thanksgiving. Yeah, and finished and did the rest of that wall. The big PK. It's a big, huge PK. Wrote note 357 in it. Yeah, that's the whole station. Boom. Wow. And you'll see, someone will go over that shit. Some asshole won't know who Dover is, and they'll draw something over it like a horse or something in a barn or some crazy shit. Street artist or something. And Dover was out there like that, man. I ain't gonna lie. Definitely, man. Now, let me answer some of you guys' questions. I really didn't want to say much about this Dover thing because I myself have died a few times on the internet. So has D3. But yeah, I just looked at certain people, I would be like, they would know, you know what I mean? Yeah. Bingo, RIP Dover. Just got done with the job, got a new job starting at 10th. Seattle this weekend. Yeah, see, that's the shit, man. You go jogging, shit starts falling into place, right? Yeah, positivity, man. Yeah, that's how you got to think, man. Fuck yeah. All right, the King, yeah, Jack, Alexander, Ruben De Filipiano, Monty, and I. He deleted his atom bombs. I'm gonna lift this thing up because I'm hunching my back over, and that shit fucking hurts after a while. Condolences, yeah, poor Dover. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Rest in peace, Dover. Yeah. Yeah, Dover was just by here like 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago. Yeah, talking to my son out the window there. And I came out, sitting outside talking. I had my laundry and the laundry, the laundry machines. All right, TL, what do I think about Jackson Pollock? Didn't like it. All right. All right, Jesus saves. Yeah, man, that's sad, right? Can you believe that shit, man? Dover, man. Yeah, that's fucking horrible, yo. Yeah, yo, that's right. Jesus saves. Didn't you do you did a religious, like a gospel rap song in front of that fucking Dover and the RD in that abandoned station, right? You actually snuck in there, like, and did fucking like, yeah, Dover showed me that. Like, he did like a rap video, but it's like a gospel rap song. That was pretty cool. Yo, Jesus saves, man. God bless you, man. Put him in your prayers, man. Rest in peace, man. Definitely. Orlando Garcia, man. Yeah, that place has been shut down since like 1948. I think because the other stations were too close to it or something like that. But yeah. But yeah, definitely rest in peace, man. That's, like I said, I literally just heard about that shit like an hour before I went on here. And I was kind of like, ah, man. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? That's horrible, man. Yeah, like Jesus saves, man. Yeah, fucked up, man. Like, he's younger than me, man. Like, shit, he was just here. Like, it's not like he had some kind of ailment or cancer or something like that. It's just crazy shit. Makes you wonder, right? What's up, Monty? Yeah, he passed away. Yeah, Dover's dead, Monty. Yeah. Remember him from back in Tishman days, man. He was young, right? Yeah, he was out there. We were out there doing them fucking whole cars and shit. He wasn't even writing Dover at that point, remember? He would just hang out with us and shit. Sit on the catwalk and shit. Yeah, I go back. I've known Dover for like 50 years. Yeah, almost 50 years. 47, 48 years, 50 years almost. I've known him a long fucking time, man. Mikey, any story? I just said about 3 or 4 stories about him. Yeah. Rest in peace. Nasty Nate. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you saw that with Jason, yeah, on the freight. Yeah. I think they didn't fuck it up either when they stamped it with the numbers. Like when I do the freight trains, I don't like to do little things on them. If I have scrap paint left over, that's when I'll do it. Normally, if I'm doing a freight, I'm taking that whole shit out. The one whole side of one. Yeah, I saw that, Mike Egan. Yeah, I just was looking at the pictures. It's an event. That same picture is in that book. There's a book called Decades of Graffiti and CBGBs. If you look through that book, you see RD throughout that shit. You see pictures like with the Ramones, and I'm going down the stairs. You see like Deborah Harry on the toilet taking a shit or something, and there's a D3 there, and there's an RD here. And yeah, throughout that whole book, man. I've been going there since I was a youngin'. Country blues and grass. What is it? Country band, country blues and grass band music. Isn't that what CBGB stands for? I forget. Country blues, gr- grass bands, or country bands, grass blues, right? Something like that. CBGBs. Oh, fuck. Yeah, man. Well, that same picture is in the book, Decades of Graffiti. Decades of Graffiti in CBGBs. There's a tabletop book, and you look through that book, you'll see me up almost throughout all the decades. You can tell just by the different rock stars that are standing in front of the tags. Pretty interesting book. It's small. It's not a big book. Decades of Graffiti, CBGBs, Decades of Graffiti, in CBGBs, or CBGBs, Decades of Graffiti, something like that. But that's the same picture, same exact picture, to the best of my knowledge. Maybe it's a little bit off here and there, but yeah. Yeah, MQ Ezek is in there too, yeah. Country blues, grass, and country blue, grass, and blues, yeah. Well, you Googled that shit, right? You fuck. You Googled it, right? Yeah, coming up in there all proper and shit. Yeah, that's good, yeah. Yeah, you heard about that, right, Crook? Poor Dover, man, huh? Yeah. And yeah, like I said, Dover was originally from this neighborhood. He lived in Alexander's. Crazy as that sounds. The old Alexander's, 59 60th Street, 3rd Avenue. He lived inside that thing. Yeah. Yeah, he passed away, Crook. Yeah. Dover's passed away, man. I was just saying, I've known Dover before he was even Dover. I've known him for like 50 years. I knew him before he even wrote graffiti. I can show you pictures. I got pictures of him with John, actually. Yeah. Dover goes back, man. Yeah, me and Dover go way back, man. Honestly, he's one of the people I've known the longest. Yeah, it's like the only people left now is Sammy. Because I haven't even heard from Andrew Lace. I don't even know where the fuck he is. I haven't heard from him in a couple months now, Lace. No one has. So, yeah. But yeah, Dover, man. That's sad. Yeah. Yeah, no, Dover was by my house like two and a half weeks ago or something. Yeah. Right after my son's birthday, on my son's birthday, like April 20 something. Yeah, like the last weeks of April. I just found out myself like an hour before I clicked on here. Yeah, PK Note was telling me, and then I went on, and I went on his site, and I see his girlfriend that posted pictures, or he's passed away. Yeah, double vertical, right? I invented that. It's my style. Double vertical scoop. Boy, said boy, you have a heart attack over that shit, man. Yeah, he was going at it with that, with the fucking fire hydrants, man. Oh shit. Yeah, man, Dover and me go back, man. Yeah, Crook, I've known Dover, man, way back, man. Like I say, he used to live in Alexander's. So his mother and father got divorced, and he moved uptown. He was living up there where Case lay, but on the other projects, I forget what they're called. Not East River, Metro. He was in Metro. And though Joves and them would know. They're in here. TDO, the damn outlaws. Yeah, up around where they're from. Aver, Acer, Spook, all them dudes, man. 131, TDO, Mad Madison Mob. Yeah, Dover was up all with that stuff, man. Dover was a street kid, man. Real good dude, man. Yeah. Yeah, Dover had a career, man. Believe that shit. He's rocked with a lot of us, man. Let me see what time it is now. That's crazy because me and Dover would talk about people that die. Be like, yo, you heard about this one? You heard about that one? Yeah, that's some wild shit, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Sal. Yeah, that was a while back, but yeah. Yeah. Uh, yeah, Tommy, I don't know. I don't know where Lace is either. You heard about Dover, right? Poor Dover passed away too, man. I don't know. I still never heard from Andrew. Yeah. Still I've never heard from Lace. Yeah. Man, I'll tell you, A1s, I just said about 3 or 4 Dover stories, man. I got some funny ones with him, man. I'll tell you, man. Yeah, Tommy, I'm thinking that Lace, he's probably, I don't know what happened to him, man. You know what I do think? The way the world is now, he probably started some shit and got locked up. Although it's hard to get locked up now, but yeah, he probably did some stupid shit. But and he has no way of getting in touch with anyone now because no one uses regular phones anymore. All the numbers are saved in phones, so he probably can't think of someone to call. So yeah, he's probably going through. He's probably. I hope. I mean, it sounds funny, but I'd rather that than him be dead somewhere or something. Yeah. That's what I was saying, Tommy. A lot of people think that Dover started from up in Harlem, but nah, Dover started with us. He used to live in Alexander's. Remember Alexander's, 59th, 60th Street? Dover used to live there with his mom. I've known Dover since he was like 10 years old, man. I was like 15. He used to hang out with the the Bondis, Jessica Bondi, Matt Bondi, Joe Bondi, Rum Scene. I think the Footers, Larry, and the other one, the younger one. Yeah, a lot of those people early on. And then when Dover's mother and father got divorced, they moved up to Harlem. Like I think they're Metro North houses, right? Because they're not Washington houses, and they're not East River houses. They're in the middle. Yeah. Like up where White Castle is, those buildings below, like almost right behind the garbage trucks. Those are what? Metro, right? Yeah, man. Dover been around, man, a long fucking time. I was just saying, I've known Dover for like 50 fucking years, Tommy. Think about that shit, man. Yeah, I've known him. Yeah, he's like 5 years younger than me. So he would have been like 50 if he didn't actually turn 50. So yeah, I've known him. I might even know him longer than I've known D3 and John John. Like Tommy, I've known you longer than I've known D3 and John John and them because you're right down a few blocks from me. But yeah. Yeah. All right, so Joe Mama, how common was murder among writers back in the day? Like graffiti writers killing other graffiti writers because of graffiti? Not common at all. Never happens. It's unheard of. Yeah. Here's a different one. Jay Morty, has any writer dominated a single line the way Seeing UA dominated the sixes? Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah. Seeing he never did insides and nothing like that. He did a bunch of fill-ins, did a couple of top to bottoms towards the end, yeah. Yeah, a lot of people. So many different people have destroyed lines more than him. Many. All right, so yeah, a lot. Has any writers dominated a single line more than Seeing UA? Hell yeah, by far, yeah. A lot. All right, so Graffiti Ninja, rest in peace. Yes, I'm pretty sure there were letter line killers too, not the six, just the sixes. Yeah, definitely, man. The six was a smart loss. You got to realize the six training. I rocked the insides. Anyone that knows about the sixes, no, I had that shit on smash. Like the last couple of years of their existence, I had that shit. Um, Very small line, like 250 cars, maybe. Yeah, 300 cars tops. Yeah, wasn't many cars. Every so often they switch them on. It only goes from Brooklyn Bridge up to Pelham Bay. Small line. It's not a big line. Very easy to take over. One summer you could do it if you're busy. On the insides, outside you go up to the 6 yard a few times. You got it. Very simple. And you start talking about big fucking lines, the twos, the fives, the fours, huge. One's a small line too, but the ones would switch around a lot, switch on to threes, stuff like that. Ever met up with calves? LOB. Caves? No. No, never met up with them. Never even really heard of them until afterwards. Like Caves, I never heard of him until like 2000 or something like that. Like until like I started hearing about him in like stores and stuff like that. I don't remember him being on trains at all. It's not to say he wasn't. I didn't see every single thing on every single train, but I moved around a lot. I got a good feel of what was going on, and I don't remember him in the mix. I'm pretty sure other people tell you the same thing. And dang. All right, crook. Uh, ones, calves. Yeah, I don't know caves, calves. I know a dude from the Bronx, the Cavalieri brothers, CAV. Right? Never heard that one. I drank this coffee, but I'm looking for some water. I'm gonna run get a sip of water, all right? Do I have any water here? This fucking thing. I'm gonna get cold water, man. It's been sitting here since my last live. You guys talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. Have I ever met? I think I did, but I never met him in the '80s. Never wrote in the '80s, to the best of my knowledge. I remember Nats, Natz, or something like that. Let's see. I think I met Utz. I think I met Utz with Moody. Did they hang out together? Yeah. Born without Utz. Never did. Yeah, he is, man. All right, what time is it, man? I'm out of here, guys. You take care of yourselves, all right? Have a good one, man. Not much going on here tonight, right? Where are we at? Almost an hour? I'll stay on a couple more minutes. Nothing else to ask me, right? What are my plans for the summer? Um, just chilling, really. Go to the park. Supposed to go to the beach. Um, I want to start getting back into doing like pull-ups and chin-ups and stuff. I've been lacking in that shit. My arms are getting kind of thin, you know. Um, yeah, I just want to recharge my batteries and chill. You know? Got no real plans. I was thinking, but I started putting it together too late that like I should actually go somewhere. But you know, by the time I started putting shit together, fucking. Like I could just rent a little hotel room somewhere in Florida on the beach or something and jump in the water a couple of times for a couple of days and get back on a plane and come to New York or something. But I don't know. Yeah, my kid and me with the murals never fell through. Couldn't get walls. Couldn't get walls for people to do the murals. No one wanted religious stuff on their walls. They had no problem with me doing anything else on them, just not religious stuff. Um, the buy me a coffee thing, no one really did much with that either. I mean, it should cost money, you know. I live in one of the richest neighborhoods in the fucking world almost. I'm starving over here almost, just paying rent. So, yeah, it fell through. I pretty much made that clear to you guys throughout the time. It never happened. How about one last bomb with D3? LOL. Why? Like, I started going into it with my last video, but if you look at like what happened with Harley Davidson now, imagine like I don't want to go there. He's dead now, but we'll just use it as in a theory. But like Harley Davidson, like you're a Hell's Angel your whole life. You got to drive a Harley. You can't use it. Has to be an American-made bike. Um, and then all of a sudden, look what Harley. And like they say, with the whole like woke thing and stuff, and that's almost like graffiti. Like imagine putting your whole life into something, and then you sit there and you look at where it actually winded up. You're like, that shit ain't got nothing to do with what I'm doing. It's almost like I try to distance myself. That's the reason I got this thing here. Like, I don't do that stuff over there. No, that's not me. We were criminals that wrote graffiti. We weren't spinning on our heads and none of that shit. But it's a few people that brought up some good things, like. There was a lot of different people out there that would like, for instance, break dancers. That was someone else that said skateboarders, stuff like that. Yeah, that's true. So you had different areas, and we were like criminals that wrote graffiti. And there was a bunch of us out there. And those are the guys I followed more, so to say, than your actual person would run around doing stuff like on the subway. Criminals that wrote graffiti. I don't know. I just was thinking somehow it's the T and the Z and made me think of Nats. I don't know. I mean, Nats wasn't really up on subways either. He was up in tunnels and shit like that. Like I don't really remember Nats hitting trains. If he did, maybe towards the very bitter end. But I don't know. I think he used to go over me in Nats. Damn, they all did. All right, what do we got here? Do I piece of books? I have. People have asked me to, and I've done it. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm going to take off, man. I think I got one more regular video I'm going to drop. Like, this is my last live until the summer, until September, October or something. You guys can keep following me on my Patreon. I'm going to be dropping more frequently on Patreon, especially the weeks that I'm off. And I'm going to be doing a lot of more free giveaways. I actually got something drawn right here that I was going to give away. Hey. Yeah. All right, guys, take care. Yo, Dover, rest in peace, man. Definitely, man. Dover, rest in peace. I've known that dude. Wow. Just wow. Yeah. A long fucking time, man. That's crazy. I still think that. Because like I said, I've died a few times on here. Hell, when my brother allegedly, did that thing on 62nd Street, they said that it was me, that he murdered me. It was all over the news and stuff. So I was thinking it could be wrong. But when I see Dover's actual girlfriend posting the stuff, I could say he's passed on. But yeah, that's sad. Take care, people. Love the ones you're with, man.